Hello there, YouTube, and if that doesn't work, well, that was very embarrassing. Welcome back to Talos Principle 2, you as well. I hope every one of you, both on Twitch and on YouTube, had a splendid day so far. Let's see, like I said, there we go. Now I can actually control myself. We have just recently come back to New Jerusalem after getting Byron stuck in the megastructure, the north side. And the thing I wanted to look at the most is the Gehenna exhibition, because that's open now. It's been closed all this time, closed off for power reasons, I think it was. So have they managed to find a new source of power, or did they just... Oh, I forgot how pretty this place was, even if it's a bit foggy right now. A little bit overcast. Did they find a new friggin' power source, or did they shut up something else? Gehenna Memorial Exhibition. I think the last thing I did was talk to you, and you said something about this. This isn't the actual Gehenna things you said, but things made to be like they were in Gehenna. Argument simulated by Guta962. Okay, so yes. A short punchy work of games as commentary. Do you agree with the conclusion it suggests? I don't know. Oh, this is nostalgic. Oh, the Talos 1 interface. Start. Choose your character. Goldboom, Socrates, or library assistant. Let's be Milton. Choose your argument. It's true, it's false, it's not true. Those two may sound similar. It's true, it's not true, but they're not. False kind of says, oh, that's false, you're kind of lying. And this just means that, no, that isn't the truth. So it's not true. That is the opposite of truth. You're wrong, this is obviously incorrect. This is obviously incorrect. No, it isn't. I can contradict you. Objection. Your contradiction is self-defeating. I question your axiomatic principles. Your question begs your assertion. You know what? Let's find out what we agree on. Let's be civil. Okay, feels like a good idea for us to understand one another better. Game over. Thank you for playing Argument Simulator. Yeah, this is kind of reminiscent of the games in Gehenna. Shit. So what's this one about? Jefferson Goldboom and the Spectre of Modernity by Rat 980. Wasn't he... Yeah, someone wrote a lot of Jefferson Goldboom things in Gehenna. Another story in the much celebrated Jefferson Goldboom shared universe originated in Gehenna. It maintains the characteristic writing style of the series, but focuses on a new set of themes. You were the one who created the 9th dimension by playing a note on a guitar or something, weren't you? I think. And you had adventures with weird things. You went to another dimension. You had a female assistant, I think, and there were dinosaurs somewhere. The Spectre of Modernity, a true story. Start. You, Jefferson Goldboom, deftly step out of your charging pod and walk into the main lobby of the Goldboom Institute. It is a humble abode filled with a small 4-seater sofa, a table, a coffee bar, and an arboretum. Ginny HD, that was her name. Your fiancé, okay, and a leading member of the Kasurati Weierstrasse, jazz ensemble greets you from the sofa while Frankie Soy Sauce waves from the coffee bar, and the Velociraptor John Malcolm drives out of the Arboretum on his motorcycle wearing his green armored t-shirt. Yeah, let's talk to the Velociraptor. Malcolm, sorry. Chirp, chirps John Malcolm. You clutch your guitar, perplexed by this strange greeting. John, are you well? I'm fine, my friend, John Malcolm says as he gets out of his motorcycle. I am merely practicing the songs of my ancestors. Your ancestors? The mighty hawk and the humble red robin, as you are descended from the apes, us dinosaurians, are descended from the folk of the air. Life, my friend, is a never-ending cycle. One species rising from the ashes of the last. You're about to comment on the prodigious size of John's wisdom when a klaxon resounds throughout the Gold Boom Institute. Ask Genie HD what's happening. What? Shouts Genie HD. I can't hear you, Jefferson. The klaxon, it's too loud. Oh, what a dreadful racket. She waves one of her appendages in a feminine manner. You need to shut it off. No, let's play my guitar. You unsling your guitar from your back and check the strings to make sure that they are in the proper order. Then you take a heroic stance with your chest puffed out, your legs splayed wide, and your guitar held heroically aloft. You play a chord, a perfect chord, followed by another equally perfect chord, and another, and another. As always, all the chords that you play are perfect. Maybe I should actually do this too. I forgot to change the camera thing. Where were we? All the chords that you play are perfect. This is your greatest burden. Mollified, the klaxon shuts itself off. Talk to my team. You turn from the now silent central computer console and look at your team, who are all gazing back at you with varying levels of wonderment in their eyes. When did I even face the central computer console? I thought I was playing my guitar. Ask why the klaxon was blaring. John Malcolm dismounts his motorcycle with an air of certainty and queries the central computer console with short taps of his reptilian claws upon the keyboard. It seems, John Malcolm says, that the sensors have detected a threat of galactic magnitude. Oh no, cries Genie HD, while Frankie Soy Sauce drops his cup of joe in fear. Check his findings. Even a first cursory glance at the central computer console reveals that John Malcolm is right. The klaxon is indeed warning you of an unparalleled threat to both human world and the denizens of the 9th dimension. Jefferson, what is it? Someone says. It's, you say with a neutron star-like gravity. The specter of modernity, Genie HD. It's coming for us. The silence that follows your proclamation is only penetrated by Genie HD's gasp and the porcelain sound of Frankie Soy Sauce's freshly brewed Java coffee hitting the floor. It's coming for us. Take action. Friends, humans, dinosaurians, countrymen! Possessed by a sudden urge to act, you jump up on the coffee maker, much to Frankie Soy Sauce's dismay. We cannot let this threat to our very way of life go unanswered. No, we must stand against this specter and not yield until we are victorious. Will you stand with me? Wait for their response. Yes, my darling, anything for human world, cries Genie HD. Friend, you know that I will stand by you until the bitter end, adds John Malcolm solemnly. For coffee, shouts Frankie Soy Sauce, and for love. But, asks Genie HD after the shouting and swearing of fealty is done, how will we prevail? The specter of modernity is too powerful for you to fight on your own. Of course she's right, as she usually is. Let's take Ginny with us. Oh, Jefferson, Ginny HD exclaims, I will be the best companion you could wish for. But tell me, Jefferson, the spectre of modernity travels along the continued sequence of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past, through the present, into the future, and is by definition already everywhere. Where can we possibly go to find a way to defeat it? We go and confront it. When you approached the lair of the Spectre of Modernity, because we knew where it was, even though it was everywhere. It was everywhere. You decide to leave your companion behind, knowing that you cannot risk another life in this final confrontation. Sometimes, heroes have to stand alone. Enter the mechanical lair. Play mechanical rhythm here. Inside the mechanical lair, the Spectre of Modernity waits for you, sitting translucently on a titanium throne. The Spectre of Modernity, you murmur through gritted teeth. We meet at last. You are mistaken, Professor Dr. Goldboom, the Spectre of Modernity says. We have met many times before. I am your father, and your mother. Request clarification. Who do you think inspired you to add the power of electricity to your guitar? Who upgraded Ginny from SD to HD? Who indeed deciphered the mathematical secrets of the chords, that arcane knowledge upon which some of your greatest adventures depend? I was your ally all along, Jefferson. The foul wizard of crime has conspired to turn you against me. It was he who enchanted your klaxon. Sure, that actually makes a lot of sense. Sorry. No biggie, says the Spectre. Now let us defeat the Wizard of Crime together. Even now he conspires to steal all that you have accomplished with the power of his enchantments that confused the mind. Go back to the Institute. This is a long Goldboom episode. You rush back to the Goldboom Institute, where you find the Wizard of Crime taking advantage of the absence of your heroic friends, out seeking other ways to stop the Spectre of Modernity, to rifle through your belongings. He is surprised to see you. I see my scheme has failed. Curses. Were it not for that scheming Spectre, I would have stolen all your wealth and added it to my ever-growing hoard. What are you, a dragon? For that is my scheme, to steal and steal until the whole world is mine. So you arrest the foul sorcerer instead of the development of human potential, and become good friends with the Spectre of Modernity. Just call me Mo, the Spectre says. I'm sure we'll have many wonderful adventures together. The end. Yeah, that's about as nonsensical as whatever was in Gehenna. Ghosts of Atlantis by Corazon 815. A lyrical, atmospheric quasi-sequel to Atlantis, a classic worth created by Lilith. The original game told the story of the inundation of the mythical island, no doubt reflecting the impending fate of the citizens of Gehenna. Atlantis. Oh yeah, I do kind of remember that one. You kind of had to make choices and see what happened. Of course, they're all choice-based adventures. But you had to choose people to save and what to do. Whatever. Ghosts of Atlantis, dedicated to the people of Gehenna. Gently, your ship touches down on the land that once was the Isle of Atlantis, which in the days before the waters receded lay deep under the Sea of Atlas. You have come to find the last legacy of your ancestors. The red sun burns bright in the sky, scorching the dying earth. Oh, so we're like 4 billion years in the future then. Begin my pilgrimage. Journey to the Lost Shore. That sounds fun. Your journey takes you to a wasteland that was once a beach where children from the Atlantean capital of Luna came to play. Here stands the ghost of the poet, contemplating the dying sun that fills the sky, not feels. Speak to the poet. I never completed my great work, he says. There were too many priests and censors who interfered, who did not allow me to create what I intended because they feared the free and true expression of poetic genius. And then came the earthquakes and the waves and long ages under the sea, and now this time is burning death. Yet still I long for its completion, and my soul imagines what could have been. You must accept that your work cannot be finished. You are dead. You must refuse to accept your death and find a way of completing the great work. Sure, let's go with that. The Earth's gonna burn up soon anyway. Who are we to defy death? All art is irrational, the poet says. It is not the opposite of reason, but beyond reason, and so is defiance of death, even by the dead themselves. We are gone. We do not exist. And yet, we refuse to surrender. Perhaps that is what is called faith. Join my party. Thank you. I have remained too long in this place, the poet says. And we continue on with our pilgrimage. Let's go to the ancient farmlands. This soil used to be rich, life-giving. Generations of humans relied on it to survive. Then the waves came, and after the waves, the dying sun. Now that all life is gone, something has been revealed underneath the soil. A city of unimaginable antiquity. The ghost of the farmer waits in its ruins. Speak to the farmer. The city is older than the capital, the ghost tells you. It is older than Atlantis itself. When our most distant ancestors huddled in terror before thunder and lightning, this city was already old. And yet this city is not foreign to us. We too are its citizens. He looks directly at you, and there's a light in his eyes that is not of this world. Are you willing to swear fealty to this city across the boundaries of time and space? Sure, again. The sun is burning the earth. Why not? Good, but remember that even in the lofty world of the stars where you have come from, that loyalty will be tested. Oh, where we come from the stars? Okay. So we're going to leave the earth then. The strange light fades from the ghost's form. The farmer smiles. Why, of course, I'd love to join you. I've always loved adventures, you know. I never got to go very far from home. We're gonna meet a spectre in every part. Go to the broken tower. On the northern shores of the island, where the frozen ocean once stretched to the horizon, stands the remains of a tower. Here lived a great magician who advised the king of Atlantis in matters of the sublime. Approach. There is very little left of the once impressive structure. To anyone else, it would be a pile of rubble covered in black, dried-out moss. But you can see a glimpse of its past, of the craft that went into its making. By the tower stands the ghost of the magician, awaiting you. And what does he have to say? A great marvel was revealed to me in this tower, the magician says. A glimpse of the sublime. And although I am dead and my soul has spent an aeon under the sea, that vision is not lost to me. Even now I could summon it and reveal it fully. He pauses. If I do, I will finally witness the sublime in all its glory, he says. But I believe that in this moment my soul will be annihilated. Is that a fate I should embrace or reject? Annihilation of the self is liberty, annihilation of the self is sin? I guess that depends on your worldview. Let's go with liberty. You speak wisely, the magician says. I have lingered here too long. He turns away from you toward a world beyond your sight. A bright light suffuses him, and you cannot tell whether the magician is laughing or screaming. Then he is gone. We were not joined by the magician because we told him to annihilate himself. Okay. Weird. To the Temple of the Owl then. The sun grows bigger and brighter. Time is running short. Your next stop is the Temple of the Owl, the greatest scientific institution of old Atlantis. Here the ancients tried to understand the secret laws of the cosmos, although their studies did not advance far enough to prevent their fate. The ghost of the scientist awaits you in the ruins. Okay. What do they have to say? I have not rested in death, the scientist tells you. In fact, death provided ample opportunity for study. I have learned much about the machinery of creation. He hesitates. I would like to join you, but I fear that the truth I have discovered will offend and outrage many. Yeah, truth matters more than everything. Truth will set you free. I don't know if it matters, but once it is known, it cannot be ignored. Still, if you believe it matters, then it does, and I will join you. Okay, that was easy. We have the Temple of Serpents left. You make your way to the Temple of Serpents, which once was the greatest hospital in all of Atlantis. The sick and the injured came here from all across the island, hoping that salvation could be found in its halls. All that is left of the temple is a labyrinth of low walls and the ghost of the physician waiting for you. It is faint, barely visible. Okay, to explore the labyrinth? Nah, talk to the physician. I worked here day and night for many years and I saved countless lives, the physician says. And yet, of all the lives that I saved, only one survived the death of the island. A young messenger who escaped on one of the ships thanks to another's sacrifice. Yes, I believe in the way I chose in the story, I let the messenger on the ship instead of me. I stayed behind and died on the island. And I have wondered many times since, was my work in vain? The burden of this question is eroding my soul, which is why you're so very faint. Is your work in vain? No, because death comes to all in the end. Well, no, because he who saves one life saves all lives. Because that messenger is my ancestor? Doesn't really matter. Well, maybe. No, because all lives are worth saving, no matter the future. All things are in vain unless we choose to believe differently. Yeah, sure, let's go with that philosophy. All things are in vain unless we choose to believe differently. The physician's eyes widen and he becomes more visible. You are right, the physician says. In my work I have seen life and death. And I know that to the cosmos one is the same as the other. But not to me. It is I who find meaning in life. I must choose to continue doing so. Join my party. I will join you, the physician says. There is still good that I can do, even as a ghost. Now we journey to the palace. We never explored the labyrinth. The palace once stood in the very heart of Luna, the capital of Atlantis. Here the greatest artists and craftsmen of that long-forgotten era built marvels and luxuries that would astound even a traveler from the distant future. But these things, like everything else, are gone now. Only a single remnant of the Atlantean world remains, though it is perhaps the most precious. A great mosaic telling the story of Atlantis. Before it waits the ghost of the king. I tried to be a good man, the king says. To be kind, to balance justice with mercy, to honor the gods, to support the peasant and the scholar alike. And yet I failed. Why? You failed because you were immoral and Mother Earth punished you? All kings must fail, but it is not your fault that you were born a king. You failed because you put... No, you did not fail. We are here. The king is comforted by your words. You speak kindly, he says. I know that I am not without blame, but in the end I chose to save others before myself, so perhaps you were right, and I did not fail entirely. Join my party. The king lays his ghostly crown aside. I will join you, but only as a man. Examine the mosaic. Mosaic is a work of superb beauty, a great work of history and humanity. In it you see reflected all the hardship, tragedy, hope, triumph and heartbreak of your ancestors. This is what you came to find. Retrieve it before the sun scorches the entire earth. You cannot retrieve the mosaic alone, the forces of time are too powerful, and the strength of a single person is not enough. Ask the ghosts for help. Even with the help of the ghosts, you cannot entirely pry the mosaic loose from the morass of history, but you succeed at removing a large part depicting the golden age of the island. It will have to do. If I had gotten the scientists to join me, could we have taken the whole mosaic then, maybe? A strange, bittersweet feeling fills your heart as you return to your ship. You did not fail, yet so much was lost. Could you have done better? Should you have? As the sun engulfs the earth, you wonder what will be remembered of your own time. Okay, can we speed run through this? Because I want to see... start. I want to see what happens if I manage to get all the ghosts with me to the mosaic. So we're gonna be kind and gentle to all the ghosts so that they join our party. As different classes, we begin with the magician, and you will not self-annihilate. Annihilation of the self is sin. Join me. But rejecting the quest for the sublime is also sin, the magician says, hesitant. Our grasping for the sublime is what makes us more than animals. Make your own sublime instead. The magician laughs out loud, startled by your suggestion. Make my own! How unambitious, he chortles. And yet, what an idea! What a fascinatingly mad idea. So mad that perhaps it is worth trying. Join me. I will join you gladly, the magician says. I would like to see more of the wonders you have brought from the sky. Okay, now we have the magician. Let's pick up everyone else again. And everything looks fine on that end. Good. This is the poet. You never completed your... Refuse to accept death. And then join me. The Temple of the Owl and the Scientists. No, it was... Did I say the Scientist before? It was the Magician. That I didn't have. The truth matters more than anything. Get into the Temple of Serpents. You can't skip forward. It seems. Speak to the physician. Let's not explore the labyrinth. Although maybe there's something in the labyrinth that could help. Or could I do both things? Could I both explore the labyrinth and ask the physician to join me? Yeah, oh, sorry. To the farmlands. To the farmer. Yes, I was willing to swear fealty to the city. Then he can join me. Though he's a kind of a weird one. Maybe I shouldn't recruit him. Maybe he secretly works against me. You didn't fail, we're here. Join me. Examine the mosaic. Retrieve it. You cannot do it alone. Ask the ghosts for help. With the help of the magician, the scientist, the poet, the physician, the farmer, and the king, you pry the mosaic loose. Holding it in your powerful metallic arms, you are filled with awe at the depths of history, the bittersweet beauty of human endurance, and above all, at the miracle that allowed this part of your distant past to survive. Return to my ship. As you return to your ship, your heart is filled with a soaring joy such as you have never felt before. In this moment, humankind stands defiant before time. Today, the past is redeemed, transformed, exalted. Atlantis lives, and her ghosts rejoice. Your ship takes off, leaving the Earth to burn. But the Earth is not lost, no. And as those ships with their painted sails carried forward the legacy of Atlantis, so your ship carries forward the legacy of Earth, to the great sea of stars from whence we came, and to which we will all return. The end. That's a little bit of a better ending for that. Okay, this is basically everything I wanted to do in New Jerusalem. I wanted to check out the Gehenna Pavillion. So now, unless we meet anyone else along the way, we can talk to. Guys, remember, we have been Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo. All the time while we have been exploring and puzzling, we have been live streaming this to everyone in the city. And maybe some of them have some... Maybe some of them would have questions.
Founder bless you.
Yeah. Oh. Protesters? What are you protesting? Sarthas, Damien. We deserve a functional city. Axiothea. Public transportation must be... You have public transportation? But yeah, I can agree to that. You deserve a functioning city.
Welcome back, 1K.
Thank you.
Thanks again for signing that petition. Unfortunately, as you can see, it wasn't enough.
Right, I signed a weird petition in the beginning. Outside the tower, I think. What's going on?
Yesterday, there was a sudden brownout in the grid, and we almost had a derailment. We've been warning the mayor for months, and all he ever gives us is waffle about the goal. This can't go on.
But waffles are so good. Especially with some whipped cream and jam. Yeah, I fully support you.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to us. We need to get through to people.
Are all these choices going to do something bad or good eventually? That would be kind of neat. Kind of like a 3D interactive Gehenna story. Did you hear Atal's speech?
I heard it 15 times when he was practicing it. I think Atal, like many of us, feels that the time for change is long overdue. The technology you uncovered on the island is the final catalyst for that change, or it should be.
I should go. The technology of the island, the whole nano machines thingy that they don't know how to use? Oh, you want to talk to? Hello? Who are you? Helga. This is Helga's Digital Wellbeing and Spiritual Tuning Emporium. You don't seem to sell very much, though. And what do you use for currency?
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying?
Hello, old one. Yeah, I don't see any stock. What kind of shop is this?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires?
Perhaps.
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Majestic dashing hamsters.
You remembered the code phrase.
I did?
Oh, it is fun, isn't it? All this adventure and discovery and subterfuge. Here, let me top up your credit balance for you. It's the least I can do. Ka-ching! 1,000 credits. You're rich. Spiritually, anyway. Don't go spending it all at once. Now, what can I get you?
Could buy inner peace for 1,000 credits. Internal monologue. Sensory tuning. Future prediction. Clean start variable price. So you told me to not spend it all in one place. Well, you don't tell me what to do. Give me inner peace for 1,000 credits.
Woo! Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
You just gave me 1,000 credits, but I do have 1,000 credits.
Gosh, I completely forgot. Well, did being rich bring you inner peace?
Oh, that is such a... If I say no, she's going to say, well, now you have inner peace because I relieved you of 1,000 credits. And if I say, yes, thank you, then she will just say that she gave me inner peace, but I no longer have it. So whatever I answer, she's going to take credit for it. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. That'll be 1,000 credits, please.
But then I won't be rich anymore. She never said I could keep it.
That seems to me like a lesson worth paying for. Inner peace isn't conditional on external circumstances. You can't make the world always treat you good. The best you can do is treat yourself good, so that what the world does doesn't seem like such a big deal.
I mean, yes, I agree with that. But the world is a big deal. Relative to what? Relative to you? Sure. Relative to you, your place in the universe? No, it's nothing, really. Also, we're gonna be dead in 100 years, so who really freaking cares? Ah, I get it now. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Glad to help. So, something else perhaps?
Also, credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet.
Not anymore.
Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else. Now, what was it you wanted?
Oh, so is this kind of like your own cryptocurrency or something? A clean start, variable price.
I can give you that for free. My darling, you've been alive all of 5 minutes.
21 hours, actually.
This is your clean start. Be who you want to be. Enjoy yourself. So, something else perhaps?
According to my game log, it's 21 hours. How about an internal monologue?
That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in new builds. Constant self-commentary is not recommended for all customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it.
Sure?
As you wish. I'm uploading the new settings now.
What am I doing?
Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me? I don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. It's like there's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. It's kind of relentless. How do you make it stop? Do I just not think? I'll try that. Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be...
A bit overwhelming, isn't it? I turned mine off long ago, but some of the older folk learned to live with it. Sure you want it?
That kind of reminded me a little bit of Stanley's Parable, actually. Do I want it? Can I turn it off? Let's keep it. See what happens.
That's fortunate. Because we couldn't pull that thing out of you without taking half of you with it.
Oh,
It'll mostly run in the background.
mostly?
Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me? Or some kind of virus? Am I a life form which learned to describe itself? Or a parasite which survives by providing a narrative service to its host? Hold on, she's going to say something else.
So, something else perhaps.
What about sensory tuning? This is fun.
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam.
No, I feel nothing. I heard all that before.
Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing as in I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system.
Yeah, I still feel something.
Okay, Few. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors.
You don't say.
What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to. So, something else perhaps?
Sure, predict the future.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Bah humbug, read me my future.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else perhaps?
I kind of figured that already. I mean, we are investigating the megastructure and there's some kind of technology they know nothing about and everything, so...
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
Yes, you're offering more than you let on.
Yes. You understand. Words manifest the reality they describe. When you name something, you create it. Our minds are algorithms, and the right sequence of language can change our underlying code. With that in mind, I hope you have a good day. Please come back
Likewise.
if you need anything else.
What an unusual person. I wonder if that internal monologue thing I bought is going to show up again. Oh, wait, here it is.
Am I going to have spurts of internal monologue now? Because
Welcome back.
Thank you. That would be awesome. Atal, you had a speech I don't remember.
1K, welcome back to the city. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact.
It's not just my discoveries. It's a group effort. I heard your speech.
I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die.
Aww.
And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K, horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
You want to make everything immortal? How would an animal mind react if it was uploaded into an immortal body? What exactly is our ethical duty in all this?
If suffering is evil, and it is, then our responsibility is to lessen it, not only in ourselves, but everywhere. I don't think we can eliminate it, but we can lessen it, and we have to.
Would you say this is our purpose?
In a way, yes. I don't think it's our exclusive purpose, but it's a role that falls to any sentient species capable of developing science and technology.
I mean, on the one hand, yeah, suffering is natural. But who's to say that has to remain? Who's saying that has to remain a constant? As we evolve in technology and hopefully mature as a species, perhaps we could lessen suffering. So yeah, sure, I think it's a role we should embrace.
Do that. It's more than most people do. But that might be changing.
I see. Anyone else who wants? Oh, you want?
See, I told you, it was Athena who sent Prometheus.
How do you know it was Athena?
Because she's the one who built the giant pyramid.
How do you know?
Sure, but how do you know it wasn't Cornelius who sent Prometheus?
Because Cornelius was here?
And where did Prometheus appear?
Wi-Fi.
Come on.
How do you know it wasn't Miranda? Maybe she got bored of waiting.
I don't buy it. I think Athena is testing us.
Why would she test us?
To see if we can use those new technologies, like the body replication.
If those new technologies are such a big deal, why is she putting them in puzzles?
Because play is how we learn.
Maybe she's trying to tell us the opposite. That it's all just childish stuff that doesn't really matter.
The last power failure almost caused a derailment. It all matters.
You're starting to sound like Byron. You saw how that
Byron.
turned out.
They'll find them.
Sure.
Oh, we'll find them, all right. Where did you go? There you are. You're watering the flowers. Who are you? Chansey? Number 88?
Are you enjoying our gardens?
Yes, they're lovely.
All the great secrets are right there, you know. You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing.
Yes, just as the universe is reflected in a single dewdrop.
Ah, so you've green fingers and apophenia too.
Apple what?
Those traits are much too rare in the birthing algorithm, in my opinion. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me. This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder?
Apophenia, the tendency to perceive a connection or meaningful pattern between unrelated or random things, such as objects or ideas. So kind of like, if I step on this crack, I will have bad luck? Kind of like, because we have an island off the course off the coast here. Basically a national park. And it is rumored that if you pick a stone from there, which is highly illegal by the way, you will have bad luck. So people pick the stones, because they don't believe in it, and then they have bad luck because they picked the stone from the island. While it's more likely that they have that in mind, and because they picked up the stone and they have the stone and they know they have the stone, they see everything bad that happens to them and attributes that to especially bad luck. Something like that? Let me tell you what kind of plant I would be. That's what we were talking about. I would be... a fruit plant of some sort.
You're clearly interested in our ancestors' rituals of utility. But that's exactly what I thought you were. You see, these patterns, they flow through all of us the same. Yet they always come out different.
Why tend these gardens when our ancestors are long dead? Because it's pretty.
Our ancestors grew plants for their colors, their tastes, and their general utility. It is said they could identify a fruit based on the flavor of the air alone. Our senses may not be so honed, but we're no less evolved from the same natural world. Thank you for stopping by, 1K. I'm sure we'll meet again.
From the taste of the air? No, but if we taste it, or if we just look at it, we kind of know what kind of fruit it is. From the taste of the air? Helga, were you... Was it Tab? It was Tab. I have a lot of social media thing. Were you my... Yeah, okay, you were my secret contact. Yeah, secret society, secret handshake. Majestic dashing hamsters, that's why I could say that. Okay. City news. Crier. The expedition to the Founders Island has suffered a serious setback as all contact with Byron, number 7, was lost during a foray into the interior of the megastructure. Byron is assumed to be alive, but trapped within a data stream overload and unable to disconnect. Several sources in the government expressed a lack of surprise at this turn of events, citing the first companion's history of rash behavior. Hopefully this gets people thinking about the dangers of populism, one source told me. It's been alarming to see people suddenly falling for this utopian foolishness. GemFX 312 is now open. I'm very happy to announce that the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. Come play the 3 winning works at the Gehenna Memorial Pavillion. Finally, can't wait. Wonderful news, I'll be attending today. Nice. Will these be made available through the interface too? Yeah, yes, after the exhibition is over. The Optimist. From Niam, number 11. So the Fern... Because was Athena, then 2 more, Cornelius and someone else, and they awoke 10? So you're among those 10 then? Never mind. The Pessimist is commonly spoken of as the man in revolt. He is not. Firstly, because it requires some cheerfulness to continue in revolt, and secondly, because pessimism appeals to the weaker side of everybody, and the pessimist, therefore, drives as roaring a trade as the publican. The pessimist, therefore, drives as roaring a trade as the publican. Okay? The person who is really in revolt is the optimist. Words are difficult today. Who generally lives and dies in a desperate and suicidal effort to persuade all the other people how good they are. Sounds familiar. It has been proved 100 times over that if you really wish to enrage people and make them angry, even unto death, the right way to do so is to tell them that they are all the sons of God. Jesus Christ was crucified, it may be remembered, not because of anything he said about God, but on the charge of saying that a man could in 3 days pull down and rebuild the temple. Every one of the great revolutionists, from Isaiah to Shelley, have been optimists. They have been indignant, not about the badness of existence, but about the slowness of men in realizing its goodness. The prophet who is stoned is not a brawler or a marplot. He is simply a rejected lover. He suffers from an unrequited attachment to things in general, by G.K. Chesterton. Well, I guess optimists are generally revolutionaries because pessimists just think that nothing's ever gonna change anyway, so why bother? So you gotta have a little bit of a tiny spark of optimism to actually get off your ass and do something. R.I.P. Byron, Rip Byron, TLDR. Rip Byron. We don't know that he's dead, he may just be lost. He could still be saved, and we're gonna save him. Damn it. I was going to say something sarcastic, but you know what? In the spirit of optimism, I really hope so. Good, because we are going to save him. We just don't know how yet, because we don't know exactly where he is. My guess is that we will have to do the third world. We have west and south left, and then get into the megastructure again. And then maybe purple.
Dude, you're back from the island.
Oh, it's you.
So glad you're okay, dude. Especially after what happened to Byron.
I like you. How's the situation in New Jerusalem?
Lately, a lot of folks have been saying maybe that Byron dude is right after all. Like, maybe to really be excellent to each other, we have to build something new and bodacious. I don't know what will happen now that he's had that bogus accident.
You really do sound like not Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, basically Bill. You really do sound like him. Have you ever met Cornelius? He's right over there.
Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them.
Yeah, there are dumb questions, but if you don't ask them, they're gonna continue to be dumb, and so are you, so why not ask them anyway? Who cares? Like I said, in 100 years, we're all gonna be dead anyway, so who the frick cares? Have a nice day, dude. Yes, I know, Cornelius is right over there. I just wanna see if there's anyone else here who wants to talk. Seems that if they do want to talk, they have a chat bubble that can be seen from miles and miles away. Oh, freaking fans and stuff. Okay, so no one here. Who are you people? Elwyn? Aranax? Shaubo? Shaubo? Man, I love this game. It's so relaxing just running around talking to people, doing some puzzles. These are still solved. Nice. Which one was it I struggled with? Was it this one? Was it this one? This is good music too. Hi.
Oh, 1K.
No, you're Neath.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Cornelius. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for Cornelius.
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition?
Weren't you watching?
I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
It's okay. Are you okay?
No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I
did?
I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence. That's who I am.
Now I remember you.
More importantly, I think that's who I want to be. And if we stop growing, that's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius. He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
Yeah, you're the very first new human I met when I woke up. No wonder I had a difficult time placing you, because that was... Holy crap, when did this game release? A month ago? More? It's been a while. It's a sacrifice, but it's necessary for the planet. You shouldn't have to give up who you are.
Thank you, 1K. I don't want to. I liked who I was. Who I still am. Now, you said you were looking for Cornelius?
Yeah, and we need more and more people eventually. Because 30 people were still dead from the first, not the first, but the explosion somewhere where they tried to settle somewhere new. So we aren't actually 1,000 people. We could at least get enough humans out so we're 1,000 people again, and then we'll see what happens. Yes, he seems to have been at the megastructure with Athena.
Oh, that's
surprising.
Well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise.
Oh, okay.
They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
I mean, I guess there could be some kind of a little bit of a parent-child relationship between them, or at least siblings' older sister. And once she went away, they were kind of lost. I could see that happening. Yeah, where is Cornelius now?
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
Into the megastructure, perhaps? Did you check his house? Probably.
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
Oh. Any idea where he might have gone?
No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
That sounds vague enough. Can I access his terminal?
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right?
Right. There are secrets on there, I can feel them.
Good luck with everything, 1K. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Always. Investigate Cornelius's terminal. I mean, if he didn't want us to find what's on here, he should have made sure that only his palm print could open it. Notes. Lab location inaccessible. Deliberate? Unclear. User profile? Yes. Gold puzzles as barrier? Yes. Gold puzzles? I've still been unable to open any of the gold gates. Hidden as self-protection? Likely. External help for upload? Yes. Ask Herman? No. Trust 1K? Undecided. Applicable to Calvin? No. Applicable to Sarabai? With Noema? Yes. Huh. Sending Rick Final to Yakut. Done.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
Nah, it's not gonna be a
I
dead
need
end.
to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there.
No, we're going
No
back
rush,
out.
though.
We're going back out. Back to the megastructure. More puzzles. Good. I mean, I like walking around in New Jerusalem. Because I like the place. It's very nice and peaceful. The music is very tranquil and... Kitty! Whoa! Kitty!
May the founder be with you.
No, I just want to pet you. Come on. Aww. Speaking of cats, I am so looking forward to Little Kitty Big City. That game. I played Stray, and I completely loved Stray. It's over on the YouTube if you feel like watching it. Maybe I wouldn't recommend it because it's the first video series I ever did, so it kind of sucks ass. I'm a little bit better.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
No. And get off the public frequency. So yeah, really looking forward to Little Kitty Big City because that looks just 100,000% adorable and fun. Where's my music? Oh, it's because I got too close to you? Still don't know where that's from. Oh, it's gonna annoy me. It is so familiar. Listen to the ancient writers, we must be humble. Or is that just some copyright-free piece? Has that been in multiple games? Because if I'm not mistaken... Which I could be, because, you know, it's me, I'm often mistaken. I think I heard this piece of music or something similar in a mod to Mount & Blade Warband, where they added tavern music. Could just be that. Mulduck.
You are the Founder's chosen, but you are in grave danger of going astray.
Stray, you say?
Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins.
Yeah, I was about to say, and you know this how? Where are your evidence?
Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief.
Hard to disagree.
That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility. And avoid ambition.
Very hard disagree. Pursuit of knowledge is a noble thing because it's through knowledge and learning that we evolve, both as individuals, as species, as society. What we do with the knowledge, that can lead to death and grief. But the pursuit itself is what we need to do. Yeah, that can easily become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you can no longer imagine a better future, you cannot build one.
The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved.
Well, it does need to be improved. You, sir, are a moron of the highest order. So we shouldn't even try to make things better?
Yes. Progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
Now that's just a load of bullshit. So much bullshit. I am not on Molduk's side at all. Molduk was your name, right? Gonna write you off as a loon. A big green loon, which is unfortunate because I like the color green. Let's see, that's where I zoomed. But yeah, where did my music go? I want music. I can't jump in the elevator. Very dirty windows, but very pretty city. Let's go to the VTOL. Let's go do some puzzles. What's this? Not for me. That's what it is. There's my music. Very soft, very low, but music nonetheless.
1K,
Ah,
could you join us for a quick debrief?
but I wanted to go to the VTOL. Couldn't we have done this debrief when we arrived? I wanna go to... Okay, fine. Fine. What do you want?
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Oh, Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes,
Sure you are.
Well, while the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
No. Oh, and everyone just laser focuses on me. No, the island is one big puzzle that's halfway solved. We can't quit now. No, let's not say that. It may not be safe, but we can't leave Byron behind. No man is left behind.
I agree. We cannot be guided by fear. We must do what's right.
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart.
All right.
We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
And everyone laser focuses on me again. So the dam is in disrepair. It still works. Can't you repair it? Shouldn't there be? I mean, most of the archive and knowledge of the previous humans were probably uploaded. They must have uploaded how to take care of hydro installations and hydro power plants and how to repair it, right? Oh, you're all staring at me. It kind of makes me uneasy. I am not comfortable with crowds, and even 4 extra people is a crowd to me. We have more important matters to discuss. We should trust ourselves to make good of this opportunity. We should beware the fate of those who wield power beyond their reckoning. I want both of these. Because we should trust ourselves to make good of this opportunity, because we have so much to learn from the previous humans. But we should also beware the fate of those who wield power beyond the reckoning, because we have so much to learn from all the teachings and writings of previous humanity. Ooh, which one? We should trust ourselves to make good of this opportunity.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
Oh yes.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
The Somnodrome would allow us to access our hidden algorithms, basically our subconscious, our black box. Right? I think that's basically how it was explained. How? Why? Treat me like I'm 5 because I was basically born yesterday. I was literally born yesterday. Or is it still the same day? It might be the same day.
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
Would you want that, though?
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
We're fortunate 1K preserved the Somnodrome for our study. Initial data suggests it was a prototype with substantial design flaws. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
One K would sneeze and blow his nose. That's what he would do. What would I do if I found the Somnodrome? Ooh. I would. I don't know yet. I would keep an open mind.
No. This is much too important to decide on a whim.
But it's so much more fun when we're kept in suspense. You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there.
Yes, puzzles.
1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Good. Good. Are we gonna fly away and go to sleep and meet Elohim again? Or dear Urianger? Hermanubius? I don't like that you're basically Anubis.
What can I do for you, 1K?
You're the mayor, right? We have to rescue Byron.
I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap.
What do you think about the technologies we've discovered?
They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now. But what is the cost, 1K? There's always a cost.
Magic always comes with a cost. I have to go.
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Yeah, that's basically what you do, isn't it? You speak to people. You don't speak with people. You speak to them. Here we go.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Elohim?
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
I am the chosen one. Alright.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
Right, you stayed
How's
behind.
the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile.
Oh.
The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
I am your AI, I will help you. There's now me, Yakut, Alcatraz, Melville. No Byron. Activate towers! 0 out of 3. I have 4 Prometheus flames and 11 stars that I still don't know what the hell I'm gonna use them for. They're shiny. But, there's a gold puzzle over there. There's this goddamn star over here. There's a star this way, and I don't know how to get it. It's in this weird temple thing. Not here. Is this an old power station or something? Transformer? Yeah, in here. Haven't even seen a way to suggest how to get this. I was about to say, when I came from this direction, it kind of looks like this was filling up, kind of like a Mega Man health meter, but no, it's just a sun. Yeah, there's a star in here. And as soon as I go in here, the compass disappears. That's Pandora, Prometheus, the Sphinx. Is this maybe something that will be unlocked if I do all those, take all the other stars? Is this a star for the stars? Ooh, don't fall down. I mean, it could be, seeing as the 3 statues are there. Or it's gonna be some Gehenna thingy where I have to go and collect a bunch of stuff that's hidden in bushes. Can't really climb up anywhere though. Can I? Man, I just love sunsets. Though I don't know why the sun is in the south? Shouldn't you be either there or over there? Maybe it's... Because if you're square in the south, maybe you're making your way to... But it was day? Ah, never mind. It was day. I think I took a pretty solid look around the first time I was here. So I should probably just go and... go to the next world, get some puzzles done. Unless there's a secret lab here somewhere. Sorry, I had to be quiet. I just had to enjoy the music. Because it is glorious. So good. We've made, yeah, this is a lost lab. I've been here, I think. Whoever made the music for this game, you, sir, ma'am, whoever you are just as glorious as your music. Yes, I think I was in here. Right? Because this kind of showed the RGB thing. There's clearly something up there. And there. Question is how to get to it. And this is the Golden Gate thing. Which seems to open automatically as long as I just... Oh, you don't. The other puzzles do, because these keep filling up. Whenever I complete puzzles, I think it was, they keep lighting up, but they don't do here. So you may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because there are 4 islands with 3 places in each. That makes 12, and there's 1 golden gate in every area. So maybe this opens once I solve all the gold puzzles? That kind of makes sense to me. Then again, what the hell are the stars for? Okay, I've sated my curiosity for now. I'm going back to the island. Down to the transport system. To see where we go. Are we going west or are we going south? I don't know, because nobody's told me yet. We are going south to the southern coast, or the circular oasis, or the verdant canyon, and east 3. 1 out of 2 stars. Now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, yes, 12. 12 puzzles, 12 circles on the Golden Gate. And these will probably open then when I have done all the puzzles. The main puzzles. Let's go to South 1. Southern Coast. The heavily eroded cliffs of the southern coast are surrounded by azure waters and dominated by a particularly unusual tower. Particularly unusual tower, huh?
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm going to need you to search for more.
I am willing.
I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream.
It's okay.
Possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
2 thumbs up. Restoring software upgrade. Ooh. Ooh. I've seen weirder towers. I mean, the one in East 3 is a Death Star, so... Those kind of look like angel wings.
All right, Wonkate. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges.
Aw.
That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
Oh.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
So no Tetris bridge until we find the lost lab. So we actually have to find the lost lab to progress in the story? Okay, there's a Pandora statue. She needs a green. And she needs a green, but it's connected to... I need to project a green beam somewhere else. Because it is going below this. Oop. So good music. Oop, oop. Oh, hello. Okay, so you're there. I need to connect a green beam to this one. I mean, this puzzle could potentially be connected to it, number 5. So could this one, if that's a puzzle. This all kind of reminds me of the... Oh, but it's not the Forbidden Oasis from Inquisition. I think it's... the desert place. It makes little sense. Where the Grey Warden temple kind of ish, not temple, but hangouts. Where you take over a fort and where there's all that noxious gases that will kill you immediately. I was about to say where you fight a dragon, but you fight a dragon in basically every area. In one area you fight 3! You know what, let's just jump into puzzle number 6. Why not? I've jumped into puzzle number 8 before and beat it. Now I'm probably going to need a bit of... just a slightly bit of time to get used to this. Because what the hell is that? Oh, we opened this too. Okay, that's good. Wait, you're all I have to work with. How? I only have the one thing. I can't really stretch my arms out and grab it and pull that here. Because this plate clearly lowers that and this one. Excuse me? You know what? Let's go find another puzzle. That one confuddled me. terribly. How the hell am I supposed to use that? Solve that with one cube? Makes no goddamn sense. So I can only move the cube around by itself. Yes, please show me to puzzle 1 so I can see what the hell that. Ooh, or a lost puzzle. Why not? Why not? Aerial warp. Okay, you activate that one, which will do nothing, and you activate that one, which will do nothing. Because they don't work right now. I'm missing something crucial here. I mean, I can power these, but it doesn't do anything because there are no fan blades. Oh. Oh. So that's how you work. That's how I... That's how I do. I mean, sure, okay, it doesn't help me much from here. Because I can teleport to you, but that doesn't help me with anything really. I actually need to get up here. I can't really do anything. Okay, I figured out how you work. So you're like the robot thingies, just teleporting instead of controlling another body. I see no fan blades anywhere. Can I use you some other way? If I stand here and do that? No? That doesn't help me. That just teleports me all the way over here. You know what? No, screw it. I need to find the first puzzle so I can get to understand this completely. Because I am lost. And yes, sure, okay. Yeah, that's the Pandora thing. Sure, it has been 2 weeks, but come on. Melville, help.
Did something break?
My brain. What can you tell me about Cornelius?
He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient.
Why didn't Athena and Cornelius just both vanish together? How would Melville know?
If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
Yeah, that makes a certain kind of sense. Have you heard anything from Byron at all? Any kind of anything?
There was a short burst of noise on the frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything.
It was probably Byron. What's going on with the megastructures systems?
Now, I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted.
Okay, I'll get back to work. Work in this case being extremely confused. Just lead me to puzzle 1, please. Yeah, I think this might actually be my new favorite track in this game. This just sounds so good. See, you're soon gonna open. Just need to solve 2 more islands worth of puzzles. And audio log between my Miranda and Athena.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm.
Father?
It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad, this is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
Confirm that Cornelius is an actual dad. What do we have over here? Okay, so, and it's also kind of extra confirmed that Cornelius helped with all this. That's another puzzle. Hidden somewhere. The music kind of reminds me of the Talos 1 music a little bit. Buttons. I have... Oh no, it's gonna be a sphinx around here, isn't there? Yep, there it is. Found the sphinx. I mean, it's only the first sphinx, the Eastworld 3 sphinx. I don't even know what I'm looking for. The other ones have been okay. But that one, I might... Ooh, Lost Lab, nice. Might just go there freaking off camera or something and just search for things, because that's annoying me. Or I'll just save it for the last star. And then annoy both me and you with trying to find out what I'm looking for. Connect to the data stream in lab. Oh, this looks like a nice place. Are we gonna have another summoner drone in here?
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions.
The fun parts.
It all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted?
Oh.
Overwritten with the hubris of this place?
I haven't been corrupted, let's not be superstitious. That's exactly what someone who's been corrupted would say. Yeah, I'm aware of this place too. I'm wary of this place too. But my mind is still my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you were...
Sure you did.
Whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me.
We'll get him.
You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
No, because we need to solve more puzzles. I need to find out about the gold gates. I need to know what's behind them. Speaking of puzzles, I need to know everything. I'm curious. I'm insanely curious. I need to know everything. So usually in these we get a little clue as to what kind of puzzle is going to, well, new puzzle thing is going to show up in the next island. So is that going to be some gravity thing? Seems like it. Two Palm Raiders. From Thekla. From Thekla to Athena. Beloved founder. Oh, Thekla, right? She's the extremely religious one who's really into the whole worshipping the founder thing. Years have passed and still there is nothing but silence. Have we sinned? Have you abandoned us for our arrogance, our greed? Some of the others continue to build. I told them not to, but they don't listen to me. Byron is the worst of them. He disrespects you constantly, spreading lies, and hex to text. 48652077686F 3865206. And what? He whose WHOSE, so he who's something. Please know that there are those who remain faithful, who respect the limits you set and seek wisdom and humility as you taught. And then some more. 206E6F 206C, you're down there. Should know where C is. Six C6C 206E 657 6657 220626. I think 36 F6D 65206 120 737 46 1722E. Like I said, I am insanely curious. I want to know everything. Thus, we have a hex to text converter. And I must have screwed something up, because that's just a jumble of stuff. 661, 636, 520, 676, 976, 657, 320, 6E6, F206C, 696, 76. I'm gonna do a little whoop so it's easy to read. 8742C 207 3686 16C6C 206 E 657 65 722 062 6 563 6F 6D 652 061 207 374 617 22E. No, it was correct. But it's just jumble Oh, maybe it's corrupted. Gonna screenshot it anyway. Maybe I should be in this screen before I screenshot it. We may win the next election, perhaps then you will return. Kontrabushit to Athena. Founder, although I was born in the early days of New Jerusalem, I never knew you well. This is not your fault. I became so focused on improving the dam that I didn't develop much in the way of social relationships, except perhaps with Melville. That doesn't mean I was unhappy. I was, in fact, extremely content. I like to solve complex problems in peace and quiet. That's who I am. But now the pleasure I used to get out of my work has faded. I may not need a lot of company, but I want my work to be meaningful, to contribute. It does not feel like that anymore. And when I suggest new projects, the mayor acts like I've committed a crime, like I should be ashamed. I do not like this. I do not care about social issues or debates. I do not want to get involved. I just want to be able to keep working on making things better. Please fix this situation. Paying the price. From the introduction of portraits of two Portraits of the Martyrs by S.T. Sanyal, whoever that is. The list of people condemned for advocating new ideas is long and depressing. Ignaz Semmelweis, utterly destroyed for suggesting doctors wash their hands. And how right he was. Ludwig Boltzmann, ridiculed for suggesting the existence of atoms. And how right he was. Robert H. Goddard, mocked for arguing that a rocket could reach the moon. Al-Razi, attacked for questioning the existence of humors. Barbara McClintock's discovery of transposition ignored for years. I don't think we're there? Transposition? Maybe, I don't know. The list goes on. And we haven't even touched on what happens to those who suggest political rather than scientific improvements. Even when they succeed, they often still pay with their lives. These days, the idea of progress is frequently derided as yet another narrative identified with the establishment by critics who curiously portray themselves as rebels. But the truth is that every step forward that humanity has ever taken has C5358, that thing keeps popping up, I don't know what it is, has enormous cost. Miranda says, that means it's even more important to stand up for the truth because so many others have already sacrificed themselves for it. It does, says Athena. But what is the right way of doing it? Many died for the truth without accomplishing anything. To which Miranda replies, maybe we just have to do what's right and trust the universe. That is an idealistic view, but what's right? Different people have different views about what's right, and always will have. I don't think we need this anymore. Maybe we do. From Thuya. Oh, yes, we did. We did need this. I was about to click it down, so I'm glad I didn't. 1974206. Is this gonna be readable, you think? Or is this gonna be just yet another one of those potentially corrupted 66697? It's very difficult to speak and try to type in the correct numbers at the same time. So excuse me if I'm very quiet during all this. Where the hell was I? 20616E. 2069646C 65206B. Please don't be jumbled. Please don't be jumbled. It little profits that an idle K? Dear founder, everything has gotten so much worse since you left. We keep pursuing the goal, but our lives are getting less happy. When the weather is dry and the dam runs low, there is nothing to do in the whole city. Things just don't get fixed anymore. We even had to dismantle the cinema. I know it was frivolous and pointless when we can just watch video files, but it was fun to go watch movies together like people used to do. Yeah, there's the whole social aspect of it. Unless you end up watching the cinema with people who keeps talking throughout the entire movie. Now that's construct execution right there. No, not really. But we all hate people who just can't shut up, can't do it, don't we? 672C0A 4279207 4696C6C207368656172746827468268206 16D6F6E67. End of line. 2074686736520626. That was a 17272. 63726167732C0A4D 6174636827642077697. It little profits that an idle K value is not hex. Damn. It isn't. That kind of sucks. What if I put it all in one sentence? It is still not. If I didn't line break, then it was a hex value. What was it? Little profit, so he would be K king. But this still hearth among these barren crags matched weep matched work in progress. I believe in your wisdom, Founder. I believe we have to avoid hurting the planet like our ancestors did. But I don't know if the mayor is doing what you would have wanted. Isn't there another way of reaching the goal? Please, I know you left for a reason, but I don't think we can go on this way. Faithfully, whoever you are, 468206116E20616. That was a C, right? Yeah, that was a C. And the C was all over there. Six C. 556 E. The damn letters keep throwing me for a loop. C206 C6617777. Now that I think about it, this music kind of reminds me of music from EVE Online. A game I tried to play several times, never really could get into it. It was too much for me, but I adore the music in it. It's so relaxing to listen to. Don't tell me that this doesn't sound like something right out of EVE Online. You can just imagine being in your spaceship, going out to an asteroid field, doing a little mining and just sitting there listening to this. Okay, maybe not now when it picked up a little bit, but before that, 686. Where am I? There I am. 6E 64207 36C 6565 702 C206 16E 64206 665. Oh, please don't tell me it's kind of like sometimes you have to line break and sometimes you don't for it to make sense. Because I wouldn't know when to do which. among these barren crags, matched whip. And that was bonkers again. So let's just screenshot that one and I will look it up later. 5358. Talos Principle 2b. A fragment from Stratton's On the Universe. Amintus. You have made quite the catalogue of horrors, Stratton. Children dying in their mother's arms, cities perishing by the plague, and even animals living without peace or happiness. Nikomakos. Why must we listen to this? You know, I have just eaten a heavy dinner. Because these things, which are ugly, must be confronted for us to reach the truth. You spoke of justice earlier, Amintas, but are these things just? They are not. Then you must admit the universe itself is not just. If the gods exist, 34, then they do not bend the world to their will. Rather, the universe proceeds as a machine following its rules. Justice and virtue are human inventions. Are you saying justice and virtue are therefore illusory and should be abandoned? The opposite, my friend. It is mankind alone that can impose these values upon this machine. If the gods exist, 34, it remains unclear whether Stratton believed in the gods or used them solely as metaphors. His work on the deities is no longer extant. Tantalizingly, Diogenes Laertius mentions that it caused a fist fight in the Lyceum. I thought what made us human was that we searched for meaning, but perhaps a better way of thinking about it is that we create meaning. Maybe a little bit of both. I think we all search for meaning. Some of us find it, and those of us who don't, I mean, we've all searched for meaning and probably sometimes never found it. And if we don't find it, we create it. Because we need to have it. Noema project, just screenshot that, because Miranda spoke something about Noema. Power distribution, this is an overload thing. From the Noema system. Error 5358 ignored. Byron?
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
Are you advocating for the simulation theory then? Would kind of make sense since they were actually in a simulation.
Language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I fixed the Tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say
Tetris
I think because
bridge.
it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
I will. I just have to solve some puzzles first. And that's gonna be more difficult. I still need to find puzzle 1. Yes, please. Walk me through this like I'm a baby. So I don't get the whole teleport. Well, I get the teleporter thing. It's basically, oh, you teleport over here. That didn't help me in the Lost Lab puzzle. I mean, I can probably move on in the weird puzzle I found. Aha, so this is how the buttons are supposed to be pressed. Should I go do that now? I should probably not do that. I have the image, right? It's still on tab. Found on a Sphinx. Taking a reference photo in case I want to figure this out later. Yes, I already know where it is. Noema system. Pretty much all the tech on the island, from the puzzles to the megastructure, is run by a system called Noema. I've identified a number of obvious commonalities with the software we use in New Jerusalem, enough to be certain that Noema is descended from our own software, although Athena and Cornelius appear to have upgraded it quite extensively. Noema seems capable of interfacing directly with the user's mind at a deeper level than our own technology, although this functionality is not used consistently. Currently, guest users are locked out of all functions, so only 1K can access the system, although he's also locked out of any admin functionality. I think I always was. Okay, time to figure out how all this works. Phase entry. Yes, I can teleport. This is on there to always... Why are you there though? Because I can just walk this way. I need the fan blades to put on here. But I also need them to put on this one. I need to figure out how this whole teleporting thing works. Because I don't understand this at all. Because I need this. But I can't get it through here. Because that's what happens. I don't get it. You know, you're always facing that way. I thought maybe you faced... So what I need is to get this over there. So I need to hold this and blow myself. But as soon as I take this off... It doesn't work. That doesn't actually do anything. Oh! I can take the teleporter. That means in that lost lab puzzle, I can teleport up there, take the teleporter, and bring it down with me. Maybe jump and drop it on the ledge and teleport up to the ledge. Oh, okay. Okay, I can take the teleporter. That doesn't help me do much with it though, unless I do this. So now... No? Okay. It doesn't work that way. Cannot get it over to the other side. Then what use are you? Okay, I'm gonna test this. If I hold this and I teleport. Uh-huh. I see. So I take you. That's a way to bypass. I see. And then I can put you on here because everything on a box is always gonna fly over. Then I do this. No, I do this. So I need the teleporter to weigh down you. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand how the teleporter works. It took me a while because I'm stupid. But I got there in the end. Okay.
I've decoded another file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Yes. She does have a very innocent, almost childlike view, without being too childish about it. It's refreshing.
Everything okay?
What did the mayor say?
He blamed Byron for being headstrong and foolish,
He
which
was. He's not
I
wrong.
don't see it quite the same way, but it's easy to understand why the mayor would think that. It wasn't hard to convince him that we can't leave Byron behind, though. You may not agree with Herman on a lot of issues, 1K, but he's not a bad person. He's doing his best in a difficult situation.
Yeah, I don't have to think someone's a bad person just because I don't agree with them. So I can agree with someone and still think they're a good person. That is possible. So many people have completely forgotten that. Do you think Byron is still alive?
I hope so. He's always been annoyingly hard to get rid of.
Oh, come on, Al. Do you like text adventures?
I do. Although I prefer the term interactive fiction.
Yeah.
It's better at capturing what this art form really is. Storytelling, but with a completely different underlying structure. As a category, it's more equivalent to poetry or the novel, rather than, say, film.
Well, I didn't expect that.
Why not? Because I'm a joyless, by-the-book pencil pusher?
You said it.
I'm focused on the mission, 1K, because what we're doing here matters. That doesn't mean I don't have my own interests or don't appreciate art.
Don't you worry that if New Jerusalem doesn't grow, art will stagnate? Because there will never be any new horizons, new ideas to try and articulate.
That's something Byron and I never agreed about. I think we have an infinite capacity to come up with new ideas. There's as much to discover inside ourselves as there is out here.
I disagree, people aren't that deep. I mean, yes, I do agree, but I don't think that means we should stop growing.
Maybe not, but maybe we need to stop looking for answers in places like this one.
But this is fun. Tell me about Cornelius.
He was the third to be born, after Athena and Eustathius. He was an important figure in New Jerusalem's early history, almost as important as Athena. But after she vanished, he faded into the background. I don't think anyone suspected he knew where she was.
What was he like as a person?
I didn't know him that well. But he was always very calm, very thoughtful. Everyone respected him.
Right. What was Eustathius like? People rarely talk about him.
He was in charge of planning New Alexandria.
It
was
went boom.
his mistake that led to the disaster. After that, he retired from public affairs and dedicated himself to his studies.
Yeah, that must have broken him. Yeah, most of the first companions seem to be far less active than Byron.
Well, they've experienced a lot more hardship and tragedy than most of us. I think it's understandable that they choose to focus on their personal interests.
Yeah, I guess. Do you believe it was wrong for our ancestors to create us? What kind of question is that?
Why do you ask?
Yeah, because you seem very opposed to technology, and we are technology. We're nothing but technology.
I'm not opposed to technology. I'm just opposed to trying to dominate everything. We can be part of the planet's history without having to be its masters.
No, sure. Do you ever think your beliefs are a response to what happened in New Alexandria? Trying to expand on all that?
You mean, am I unduly influenced by my experiences?
Aren't we all?
Unable to imagine the better future Byron wanted because I'm too traumatized? Could be. But I'd like to think I'm a little more self-aware than that.
We usually do. You don't really have access to shrinks like we do you? What do you think about Miranda's terraforming efforts? Terraforming efforts? Yeah, she wanted to terraform stuff. She talked about that in the snow landscape.
It makes me wonder why people always think they know better than nature.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you. I mean, let's go back and get ourselves a star. Was this way, I believe, or have I already completely lost where that was? No, over here. Okay, so let's reference this teleportation. In some ways, teleportation is one of the less surprising things we've found here, in that at least particle teleportation was known to be theoretically possible. Of course, that's still miles away from these teleporters, which operate on principles that simply contradict what we know of physics. The transfer of matter from one location to another is instantaneous, without an observable wormhole or similar effect. There is, however, a release of exotic particles in the instant of teleportation, which decay within fractions of a second. Yeah, remember, all we know about physics and everything, it's still just theories. Because don't they always keep saying that, oh, we found stuff out in the universe that kinda contradicts everything we know about physics, so this shouldn't be possible, and yet out there it is. That just means we have to reevaluate what we think we know about physics. As an example. So I guess these ones are the ones I'm gonna press. Begins with 4, that's 3, but it's kind of mirrored. So still the middle one. Then it's the ones diagonally touching that one. And in the next row where we have 3, it should be these 2. And then this one. No? Really? Does it mirror that one? No. No. Ah. No? Damn. Thought I had something. Let's do this again. Oh, that kind of looked like a spider. Maybe there's another one of these and I just think it's this one but mirrored. Or it is this one. What happens if I do this? Just go off that one. Should be one here, and then one here. And then this one. Well, that's not it either. Should maybe it is somewhere else? Yeah, maybe there's another button puzzle somewhere. I haven't really explored the entire island part yet. And I saw that puzzle number 8 is right here. Switcheroo! Okay, I wanna get in here. Oh, okay. I need to open this. Please don't sneeze again. Okay, yeah, sure, I can get here, but I think I trapped myself, didn't I? No, because I can take the teleporter. I forgot to take the teleporter. Oh, right. Maybe I actually... Can I even take this? No. So... How about for now, we do this. But I can't get in there with this one. I don't even know where that one goes. Up there? I need some way to get something out here. Or I can just teleport through the bars. Maybe not. need you for anything. I'll just do this. You'll blow off, okay. Oops, sorry. I could have you up in the air. I could get you out. I kinda need you both. Because I can't cheat. Can't cheat. Cannot steal the fan blade, which would be useless anyway. You need to be activated. I kinda need to stand on top of you to be able to jump up there, which is why I want you on top of you while you're there, but then I need you up there because I don't think I can. This is not gonna be fast enough, yeah? Can't do this fast enough. Maybe if I... Oh, no. No. I don't think I can. No. Nope, 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 nope. But you can go up in the air without being on this one. And even if you stand on this one, you're not tall enough for me to teleport out with this. Select drop, no. It's kind of like a bowl up there. Oh. How did I jump? How did I jump? Oh, I just jumped? Oh no! Get back here. How did I jump? Ah. A very, very specific pixel I can jump to. Space jump here. Kinda wanna try and... Trying to get that one. I don't think I'm supposed to do this. I can jump right there. No, I don't think I can cheese it this way. Would have been funny though. Nope, not allowed to do that. I mean, I guess I can just, for now, have you there. Just so we can see what it looks like up here. That's about what I figured. There, I can teleport there, but what the hell does that do? Once you get that red, you need to stand up there. It can be connected to this. Well, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, you're in the air now. Yay! This is just the same thing, but without the teleporter. Except now okay, now I can jump. But I'm not allowed to do that. If I could do that, it would be... that would be a win. Don't know where those jump here things come from, but no, not allowed to do that. What the hell do I do? Oh, I've actually locked myself inside. That's cool. Feel... have these 3 items. I want to get all 3 of them out of this. Should we be able to? The connector definitely needs to be on the other side, so does the cube. Because the connector needs to stand on the cube in the fan to transfer power from the red to the red receptor. But I cannot do that unless I get the teleport out as well. Hey, you outside there, can you come in here? Stand on this platform. Yeah, you. That would be so much easier if you just walked in here and stood on this platform for like 5 minutes. Because ideally I want you and you on here. And then something here so I can steal that one and teleport to this one. So even if I do this, me. I guess I could take this one, but that doesn't help. Can't really do that with this one because as soon as you're on there, you need a box to stand on. You need to be like this, or it's not gonna work. If you're just like that, you're not tall enough for me to teleport out, because this is in the way. Kind of weird that you can do this, but that's just how it is. And I do believe that you are the exact same way. You need to stand on a box. Yes. Everything needs to stand on a freaking box. How the hell do I get you out? All of you. See, even if I do this, I can't actually drop you off anywhere. If I do this, you just do that. Where's the jump to thing now? They have disappeared once I'm holding this one. Jump to here? Anyone? Jump to here? Jump here? Anyone? Is it because I'm holding this one? I swear if I do this. No, you're completely gone now, okay? Yes, okay, I guess you fixed yourself? Otherwise I could have tried to jump and then drop that one up there. That doesn't seem to be the solution either. No. Screw you, Puzzle 8. I will get back to you. I just need to reset so I can get out of here. Bzzzt. Yep. Puzzle 8 is gonna have to wait. Need to find puzzle 2. I need to find another button configuration thingy majingy. There's a palm reader over there. I'm gonna get to that one eventually. I'm gonna do some puzzles first. I'm gonna do some puzzles poorly. Right, you need a green beam. It's gonna come from not this one, but probably that one up there or that one over there. And if I go up here, we have... not much new. Also... how come it's the middle of the day here? Well, it's kind of sunset slash sundown, sunrise in the transport hub. The escape. Need to get blue here. And there's a drill wall. There's a blue. There's another drill wall. You can do a drill wall. To kind of pick you up. Do you, put you back in here so you do something. You open this way. Now if I take you and also do this, you open that portal, and now I have a teleporter which I can use to get both the drill and the other thing out of here. So now I have a drill. And I have this one. It's a horizontal, so I can just teleport. It doesn't matter, I can teleport both through horizontal and vertical. I mean... just need to do that. Then put you on this side and teleport to it, and that one was extremely easy. And then we just walk here, climb here. That was almost disappointingly easy. Is there anything down here? Maybe not. Social media. Expedition mega thread. Please post your thoughts on the expedition in this thread and keep it civil. I think that the powers that Athena has unlocked are world-changing, and it's our responsibility to use them to lessen suffering for all living things. Atal, yes. We know, we heard your broadcast. I think we're being tested and Byron failed the test. What happened to Byron was an accident. Is there a difference, ultimately? Yes, there is. No one's actually seen Athena or Cornelius or Miranda at the megastructure. They could all still be aliens. Still with the alien theory, huh? I feel like we need to at least think about the potential of all these new technologies. Maybe the founder is trying to teach us how to use them. Why is everything malfunctioning on the island now? Is it because of Byron? He was still logged into the system. His presence may be destabilizing it somehow. Or it's Pandora. She seems to want to stop the team. She really does. Honestly, I wonder if Pandora is just somehow malfunctioning, like she's supposed to protect the megastructure, but she can't tell friend from foe. The choice of Pandora as a symbol cannot be accidental, and the message is obvious. The megastructure is Pandora's box, and we should not open it. Okay. Lots of thoughts and... Differing perspectives, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. My brain is really frazzled. Because I did play some Mission Impossible for the Nintendo a bit earlier today, and the damn third boss keeps eluding me. I know how kind of... I just... Oh, Lithrasir, number 7? Yes, we listen to number 6. Tell me.
One day, undoubtedly, an expedition will pass by this island. It will seek to document facts and statistics, to enumerate reasons for us not to look more closely. That is what we do now. We seek facts rather than truth, because truth might frighten and unsettle the comfortable people who like to sit in their conference rooms and debate which corners we should cut today. These people like to imagine the chaos that could come one day, like a comforting fairy tale of distant darkness. But they do not see the chaos that is at our walls right now. The chaos that also lives within us. A force that is both necessary and appalling.
If you say so, Le Frasier. You are free to think what you want. Right, I need to hit that thing with a green beam. Not Pandora's box directly, just into that thing. I'm just trying to keep an eye out for any more of those. There's another button puzzle somewhere. Kinda get the feeling there won't be. Through the wall. Yep, there's a drill hole. I can go through the wall. We've done this song and dance before. Do I need this with me? I don't know. I'm gonna take it with me. Oh ho! Oh ho! Now this is interesting. I kind of need this one to be here, I think. Do I? No, I don't think so. If I do this... Wait. Wait. That's two teleporters. Take both teleporters with me. So that one is here. And one is on the outside because I need to get the drill out here. Basically here-ish should be fine. Since that's open now, I can just teleport here. Open this one. Put that one in there, take the drill, teleport over there, teleport in there, open this gate, yes, and teleport in there.
Well done, 1K.
Thank you. Is that all you were gonna say? Nothing else? Okay. What time is it? Yeah. Ooh, no, let's not go down there. Though if I were to take, let's say I take you, and I just for fun. Just for fun. Wonder if it could bounce to some other place. Could it bounce elsewhere? No, there's only... Aw. Had to try. I had to try. You know I had to try. Gonna have some gonna have some fun. Well, more fun. I'm starting to understand the puzzles. I still can't really wrap my head around puzzle 8, but that is fine. I will get there eventually. Might take me a while, but I'll get there for sure. I already have the achievement for spending 20 minutes on one puzzle, I think it was, basically. Wonder if there's an achievement for spending an hour on one puzzle, because I might be heading that way.
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost: meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other, in the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it, but I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
Yep, they managed to create Athena. Now you kind of need to be here. You kind of need to be there. But I need you with me. This is kind of starting to feel like the puzzle number 8. Push through. You have to be here. Because that's the only way to open this gate, and nothing can pass through this one. Ah. Maybe I can do this. And if... Is this the solution to puzzle 8 too? I push through. Cause yes, I can actually fucking do that. If I have the teleporter and whatever outside, I'll just... That's how I solve puzzle 8. Isn't it?
A couple of years back, we went on a scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem.
Sounds interesting.
It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city.
Yes, we were kind of
dedicated to manufacturing.
Yep.
It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational, or if something had just rotted through, but it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. It didn't have to happen that way, and history doesn't have to repeat itself. But we do have to remember that it did happen once.
Push through. Now I just need to figure out the rest of this. No, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You know, all 3 items outside. Yeah. So I do that. I kind of want to jump over here. I want to take you. Put you like right here. For now. Because then I can teleport up there because I need you. Put you down there again. Remember to hold the connections. Hold connections. But I also need to be up there. Actually. That's good because you have all the connections now. Put you there again. I'm gonna teleport up there. Jump up here. Take you. Put you up there. And then I still need a way to get up here though. Yeah, you need to be on there. And that's going to be a continuous beam. Wait. I put you down there, take you with me. Put you down there. You need to be in, you definitely need to be in the air. I can take you up here with me. That won't do anything. And I can bring everything up here, but that doesn't help me do anything. Right? Because I still kind of need 3 items down here. I need the cube and the connector on this one, but I also need something to press down this one, while I also should make sure that I can get up here. It still feels like I kind of need a 4th item. that I don't have. There's no way for you to actually, right? There's no way at all you can reach that. No, because that thing is in the way. And even if I take you with me down, take you down with me. Yeah, that's what I thought. And even if you stand on there, you're just gonna be pushed off. Yep. So I solved half of puzzle 8. And I need to stand on this to even be able to jump up here. Which poses a problem because you also need to be standing there. Wait a moment. I can't reach down. I can't reach down and grab you. That's kind of what I would need to do. Well, because in that case I could take the teleporter. Stand on that one. You can hold one item. And take the teleporter, put it down, but then I can't pick up you if I do that. So I can stand on this, put something down there. I need to pick you up. In that case, I need to pick you up fast as hell. Is that possible? Well, it could be. I am not fast enough though. Haha! Not sure if that's how you're supposed to solve it, but I did it. Screw you, Puzzle 8.
Congratulations. That one looked difficult.
It was. I had to think. And that's painful.
Listening to Miranda talk about beauty made me think.
Oh, really?
Okay, this might be super weird and kind of pretentious, but I honestly mean it. What is beauty? Like, where does it exist? Is it just in our minds? Or is there some objective component, something quantifiable? I always thought it was just perception. But if I understand her correctly, Miranda sees beauty as a property of the universe itself.
Well, the universe is beautiful. Beauty exists solely in our minds? No. Objective property that we can perceive exists in the interaction between the self and the world? Yes.
Interesting. So the more humans there are, the more we spread across the world, the more beauty there is. But then,
to a point,
doesn't it follow that it's our duty as a species to grow?
Yes.
To make the universe more beautiful?
Yes. I was about to say, but not... It is our duty to grow and spread beauty, but not so that we kind of destroy or overshadow anything else. So yes, imagine sentience spreading across the galaxy, and as it does, the cosmos coming alive with beauty.
That's a really powerful image.
Isn't it?
Beauty flowering in the universe as intelligence spreads. Thank you. I hope you're right.
Also, that's kind of what we need to do anyway, because if not before, in 4 billion years, this solar system is kind of toast, or at least half of it, including Earth. So if we want to survive, we have to go to the stars. If we don't go to the stars, we're consigning our entire species to extinction. So we really have no choice but to try and go to the stars any way we can. I wanted to ask you about something else. What's your analysis of the southern regions?
The southern part of the island is a natural desert, basically just due to the chemical composition of the soil. I haven't been able to work out why it's so warm, though. It could be a warm ocean current or something to do with the megastructure's thermal output.
Or
New
both.
Jerusalem doesn't have the kind of equipment I'd need to figure that out.
Okay. Do you think Byron is okay?
I hope so. I understand why he was impatient, but he should have been more careful.
What did you do in New Jerusalem when we went back? I did text adventures, but what did you do?
Mostly just made sure Pellegrino didn't mess up the VTOL. We only have a handful of them, and while they look cool on the outside, the truth is they're held together by gaffer tape and good intentions.
Yeah.
There's a reason Melville's always complaining.
Societies unwilling to invest effort and resources into their infrastructure cannot remain functional. That's kind of true. We have to learn to live with less to be more creative. You're doing that. Yeah, but it has to be done properly is the most important thing. I mean, yes, we have to invest effort and resources, just don't drain the resources. If something's proving to be too expensive, find another way. But they cannot remain functional.
When you put it like that, it seems hard to argue. More and more stuff isn't working anymore, and eventually there will be consequences.
Did you know Cornelius?
Yeah, everyone knew Cornelius.
But did you know?
After Eustathius retired, he was the only one left who was there since the beginning. Except I guess none of us really knew him after all. We all thought he was lost in the past, always studying the archive and the simulation. But he actually had all these secrets. And a daughter.
Yeah, Miranda. People are more than they appear to be.
Yeah. Even after centuries, they can still surprise you.
Miranda said that the fundamental language of reality is a kind of music. Thoughts?
I think that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I hope it's true.
What kind of music do you like, by the way?
Okay, this may sound like a robot joke, but I love heavy metal, especially the more melodic kind. It's big, it's epic, it's full of emotion. You can really get lost in it. Actually, I named Bruce after Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden. They used to call him the air raid siren, which is also what my Bruce sounds like.
I agree with you completely on heavy metal. Thank you, Yakut. Refreshing interface. I have a private message. Helga, about the Somnodrome. Okay, let's have a quick chat. I was glad to hear that you're keeping an open mind on this Somnodrome thingy. I won't pretend to know what you should do if you find one that's working. I just don't want you to decide in advance. It's far too much fun to keep everyone guessing. Okay, gotta dash. Ideas are contagious, but they don't sell themselves. Send my love to the rest of the team. I shall. Helga sends her love. I guess. Alright, I'm going in here. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here because I'm getting a little bit fatigued, a little bit tired, a little bit too frazzled. I'm just so happy I managed to complete this puzzle. Just had to do another puzzle called Push Through to allow me to figure out that I had to push through. See, even words are coming to me even worse now. Use Prometheus terminal. No, because this puzzle is already completed. I'm never gonna use these terminals. Never, never, ever. I'm gonna solve all the puzzles, no matter how long it takes. Because I'm enjoying this immensely. I love this game. I love the visuals, I love the music, I love the at least quasi-philosophical debates we're having, even if I may not always have much to contribute to them. I do enjoy it. Anyways, I'm leaving this here. As always, thank you for being here, thank you for watching. I do hope you have a splendid continuation of your day. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you. I did that in the wrong order. You see, I'm frazzled. Anyways, please do take care of yourself.